Saturday morning in a borrowed suit. Rain on the pavement, rain on my shoes. Mom said, smile, it's a privilege. I just prayed nobody from school would cruise by. The magazines tucked beneath my arm felt heavier than they ought to feel, like carrying around a giant sign advertising everything I'd rather conceal. I was the boy who was afraid to be seen, living two lives at 17. One for the meetings, one for the school. Neither one felt particularly cool, and every knock upon a stranger's door made me wish I was somewhere more, like kicking a football, chasing a dream. Anything but being seen. Then came the territory round the school gates, the place I'd spent 5 days a week. Every street held a potential witness to the life I never dared to speak. I'd loosen my tie when nobody watched, pull my jacket high around my neck, scanning every passing car like a fugitive expecting a wreck. I was the boy who was afraid to be seen, living two lives at 17. One for the meetings, one for the school, trying desperately to play it cool. And every knock upon a stranger's door made me dread what waited in store. A classmate's grin, a whispered joke, another crack in the moss-eyed cloak. Monday morning in the classroom, someone asked, were you near my street? A dozen faces turned toward me, and suddenly I couldn't feel my feet. I laughed it off, changed the subject, pretended not to understand, while inside I was disappearing like a drawing washed from sand. They said I'd learn to love the ministry, said the joy would soon arrive. But mostly I just counted minutes, wondering when I'd start my life. Wondering why a teenage boy should feel ashamed of where he'd been, why every weekend felt like theater in a play I'd never wanted seen. I was the boy who was afraid to be seen, living somebody else's dream. But the years rolled on and I grew wise to all the costumes and disguises. Now I walk those streets without a fear, no need to hide or disappear. The boy who dreaded every scene finally learned what freedom means. Saturday morning, no tie to wear, no script to read, no role to play. Just a boy who found himself at last, walking his own way.